Hello! How are you all doing today? Immediate voice crack. Brilliant way to start the stream. How are we all doing today? We're going to be doing a bit of tedding, a bit of baling. Well, a bit of tedding and then something else. Probably harvesting. We are good. I am good. Bananas are good. All is good. Why? I have a teeny tiny cup of coffee today. Hello, Henry. You got a new fridge, cold water, and ice maker one. I don't see the point of those, because if you want ice, just put it in the freezer. Like, they make ice cube trays for that kind of thing. Just today. Can't be bothered, it's more of a pain. Well then, go to the shop and buy ice cubes, because you can do that. I mean, it's honestly more of a pain to hook your fridge up to the plumbing so that you can get water out of it for some reason than it would be to, you know, just pour some water into a plastic thing or a rubber thing, as they tend to be now, and shove it into the freezer for a few hours. And even better, if you do it with boiling water, it takes less time to make really nice ice cubes. You're stacking bales on tray on Cobra, so shot across the field. Yep. That sounds like farms and physics, alright. You want to do the thing? No. You not do the thing. Trailer, launch across field. Darren. Water's chilled and filtered into it. I still don't see the point of that, I'll be honest. Because if something... Here's the way I'm thinking about it. If something starts going wrong with the water bit of the fridge, that then means there's water all over the inside of your fridge. Or your kitchen floor is now flooded because your fridge started leaking. It's just more failure points on a thing that you don't really want to fail. We're gonna do some harvesting today. Possibly. There's canola that needs harvesting still, and a bit of soybeans. I should probably buy Field 29. Oh well. Should really consider buying Field 29. But oh well. That's getting quite annoying, Field 29. It could but won't. But, I mean, it will inevitably happen. What do I think of the new map for FS19? I put out an entire video on it, Tim, with my thoughts and my opinions of that trailer, that teaser, so feel free to have a look at that later on if you want. Something I need to do today is record some videos, actually. After the stream, I want to get a couple of videos recorded if I can. The video is a bit bugged for you. How is it a bit bugged for you, Jim's house? Wilson, I agree. How are you doing today? But the new map, the European map, lands Flem, I keep forgetting the name of it. It looks quite nice. Flensdorf? No, Flens, Men's, Dens, Pens! That's about yourself. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hello, Venus. You spent most of your time on that map. Well, you haven't seen the American map fully yet. You might like that one too, DJ. Hello, Brendan. How you doing today, dude? How's Day doing today? Day is doing day. Dave is doing good. Flensbrunn. Yes. Yes, it's Flensbrunn, isn't it? Everybody's now trying to figure out how the hell I managed to pronounce that the exact way that I did. There's a big black box if you change quality, it was only 360, and if you paused, YouTube would crash. That's fun! That's all on YouTube! I'm doing good, Brendan. Thank you very much for asking. That German song, I really like it. It was written, the version in the trailer, the teaser at least, was written specifically for it, because they were talking about, going, like, farming and being a farmer. And going in the car to the fields and stuff. Looking out the window of the car at the fields and stuff. That's what I managed to gather from what little German I do know, and the fact that I'm not really good when music comes into German. But it's a nice song. Mossy Grace, how are you doing today? You know, Giants are pushing hard though when they get a song purposely recorded for their little teasers. Hello, Sean. Jacob and Bucko as well. Hello. Looks like it's gonna be one of those days on YouTube where it's just bad. I hate Fridays. Fridays, for some reason, the streams are just never good. The up you put up yesterday, it's only 360 still? It should be up to 720 now, hang on. I can do this because I won't get copyrighted because it's my own video. La 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 la. Looking it up, and I'm looking up my own video on YouTube. I feel so bad. My videos. This. Why is it only in 360? YouTube did a stupid. I'm not going to re-upload that because it's just not worth the time or effort for me to re-upload it, frankly. $360 is good enough, yeah. I'm just annoyed because I like having high quality videos. YouTube decided, no, your video is going to be 360p in 2018. You're looking for a fellow popping on the floor heating. He has 300 acres, is leasing it all out, making 70 grand a year from that, and he's a doctor. Yeah, doctors, the rich tend to get richer. If you've got enough money to have like a decent amount of land, you're going to make money from that land. Because you're likely going to lease it. So something I was doing last night, if you spotted me in Farm Sim, was I was actually playing and setting up for Shamrock Valley. And I'm planning on starting recording Shamrock Valley, pre-recording. We won't get the videos until Oxy gives the go-ahead. But I'm planning on some pre-recording tonight. Hopefully 1 or 2 videos. And probably over the weekend as well, get a bit done. So, videos are returning with Shamrock Valley. Because I know there's been a few people who've been kind of annoyed at the lack of videos lately. What did I hit? A stack of wood. There we go. But I will be going back to videos and streams, even though the videos tend to not do very well. So I think I'll Gwenddwr up the fields as well now today. And we'll see where we go from there, really. Where did I put the Gwenddwr, though? Ah, it was hiding behind the house. Just stopped testing because they're Gamescom. What, have they stopped testing for a little bit? Wow, okay. Where did you get that information from, DJ? Because I've not heard that through any official channels. I've heard a couple of cool things through official channels. Which I am obviously not allowed to talk about. So send the link to Jen's forum on Discord. Oh, was it in the testing topic, actually? Hang on, let me just tab out and check. Yeah, I can get rid of that. No more updates before Gamescom. Everyone's busy preparing the show. Next update will be after Gamescom. Okay. Ah, you got that email as well, VF. I think you might be the cause of that email, quite frankly, with your complaints. Hey, CD. Cater46, hello! It's been a while since I've seen you. Yeah, time zones can be a pain, Cater4. What did VF do? The same thing I did, honestly. He complained about the lack of warning we've been getting with these videos and stuff. The FS19 news. Shamrock would be a great map for Sugar Beet. Yes, I've heard a lot of people making one specific plan that's kind of hilarious. A lot of people are planning on using seasons on Shamrock Valley. And I'm one of them. So spoiler alert, I will be using seasons on Shamrock. That's why I was doing some prep work last night. I'm not going to start with default, oh look at me, we've got all the fields to plow. No, I'm plowing and doing some of the busy work in advance of beginning. Killer4, you can watch the streams as VODs after the fact. I do put them live as VODs. I've not done it a couple of days now. Basically because of the FS19 news that dropped twice this week. I try and keep that as a separate thing when it does come out. Just so that I'm kind of limiting to one video a day. Stewpot, hello! Will there be an Ireland geo for seasons? And I don't think it's necessary, Foxtrot. I think the default geo, which is basically based on Cobra, with a couple of tweaks for snowy winters, I think that's about right. Or you could use the Welsh one if you really want to. Hello, Yuso. How's Dave? Dave is good. How is Yuso? It's much nicer live. This is true. But if you want to see what I'm up to and what I'm complaining about this week, you can always watch the VODs. Too stupid to do seasons. Seasons, honestly, isn't that difficult. Like, you can turn off the rain ruining stuff, you can turn off the wet crop feature, you can turn off a lot of the features if you really want to. I'll be playing at full feature seasons. Because I can. Actually need to do one thing tonight that involves a cheat mod for Shamrock, and then I'll be good to get... I don't want to do two things with that mod. I'll be using a cheat mod tonight either way to get some stuff in for Shamrock's setup. Just so that I'm not starting from scratch and with nothing. So let's actually do this in a somewhat logical way. We've got that field windrowed up. Let's grab the T-dub. Come on. Any day now. There we go. Let's grab the T-dub and the baler, which is just around here. Any car traders like Ifer Williams? No, not that I'm aware of. You could use... If you want like a trader that could go on a car, you could use Peter J's low loader. The Herp's low loader. What I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to just check how we're doing for baling twine. It looks okay, but I'm just going to refill it a few times over here. Because I do want to get as many bales as I can out of it. I'll probably do like one of each. I think there's going to be a lot of people doing a series on both map, like a series on the Euro map and a series on the US map, and I think that's going to be a good basis to try out the two main ways the people that I think I'll play the game. I think I've bugged something because this is quite a lot of hay. What the hell? Smaller, but even still, they don't usually just launch out like this. And I'm modding a buy for Williams. They don't anymore. And I don't really trust the converts because... And I'm modding traditionally put a bunch of scripts and cool stuff in, and the converts don't really go very well. This coming from somebody who's tried converting, and yeah, no, it just doesn't work. I don't, Chris, that's the thing. This is all just default, and I'm getting 2,500 liters in like a couple of seconds. I mean, it's good in terms of I'm definitely not going to be short of money. Full fert and previously cut. Oh, okay. Because it did knock down to one stage fert, so it's kind of auto fertilized. So that makes more sense then. Only 2,000 odd liters on them. How do you do that? That's what the bales are by default from this D1000 D800. Is 2,500 liters ish. So this is more what I was expecting. Was this kind of windrow that's half done. But then it just launches bales out otherwise. Can I see that? No. In before he thinks I'm actually serious and gets really confused as to how I managed to answer him when I couldn't see. Let's get this window done here. Just kind of impressed that this, Why am I reading this? Because I can! I have eyes that allow me to see, and a brain that allows me to interpret random letters, assortments as words. Jason Taylor, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Can I help you with the problem? It depends on what the problem is. I may or may not be able to help you, depending on what the problem is. Is this man... Is this a song about somebody who likes moving quickly? What on earth is this music? No, it's not what I wanted to do. Can I buy John Deere? No. Unload the baler. Well, I'm going to be baling this field next, so there's no point. How can you stop this map from crashing from errors? Use better mods. Because if the map's crashing on you with a bunch of errors, then, yeah, you're using some really bad mods. It's not the mods, it is the mods! Don't blame the map because you're using bad mods. Don't blame the map. This map has only crashed on me when I forced it to. Why is saying the log the error when there are lots of problems, different items? Because your mods are breaking things with the map! You using mods that conflict with the map, of course, then the map's gonna have problems. Oh yeah, Jamie Broadbent's on iPhone 2018 tonight, isn't he? I've only had issues when I forced the issues to happen. And even then they weren't really issues, they were conveniences. Little guy V1 is not gonna last very long because he's blatantly a troll. Milk pipe and building windows. Hang on, let me show you something here. This is my log. It's gonna go blurry for a second here, real quick, while I zoom up. Where's the point where we'll go from loading in, shall we? Okay, so this is me loading into the game here. There's the DLCs loading in. I've got a bad mod here that's actually one of my own, comically. Oh no, that's fine. It's... Oh yeah, there's a bit of a name that's not allowed. Another bit of a name that's not allowed, but that's fine because they're actually intentional. For some reason I've got an FS15 mod downloaded, and I'm not entirely sure why. Duplicate L10 entry, compost in FS17 Maplewood, ignoring one, that's fine. Go down, let's see where the next error is here. Ah, error. Failed to open XML, Chrome Big X Series MR, yeah, because I don't have MR. Another error, missing something for MR, that's fine. Error, invalid mod name. For Thornton Farm. Oh, that was the season's update for Thornton Farm. That's, again, fine. Failed to open an XML for the West Coast texture replacements. That's fine, because that's actually something I need to put in manually into the game. And again, another thing to do with that, that's just a placeholder file. Failed to open an XML file for something or other. I'm not even sure what that is. Unsupported mod description in Nuston Farm. Somehow I'm not really surprised by that. And it just keeps going down, and there's nothing to do with Gwenddwr. Performance! Some raw formats from stuff that I've edited myself, which should blatantly gonna happen. Okay, this is me loading into the map now. Anything to do with Gwenddwr? Loading in the sky. Here, oh, here it is, loading into the map. Glance. Because it would have failed FS UK testing if there was actually a problem with the map, by the way. Yeah, no errors with the map at all. But of course, the natural thing for people to do is blame the map because their mods are bad. Pet peeve of every modder in the world. I did not have the lower blur on. Hello, Smimmalart. I have created memes on your channel. Are you happy with memes on your channel? Simulate. Not blaming the map. You did! You already did! Just following errors. Errors that only seem to happen for you. Which I don't understand. Which hints that you might have edited the map or something, or you've got a bad version. You got a bad download. Which I'm not entirely sure how that would happen, but I'm sure it's possible somehow. You said it, not me. You said it, not me, Smimmerart. Using this as a podcast on Ballincraig, you should at least play a good map. Do I play with Chrissy Irish Gamer? I don't do multiplayer in Farm Sim, generally speaking. I'll do it occasionally for testing stuff, but I don't really like multiplayer. I'm enjoying the amount of bad trolls that are coming into the channel of late, because they either get ignored or banned, and it's hilarious. Why do I not like multiplayer? Because I don't like multiplayer. It's a 5-year-old lap. Well, there's your problem. Hey James, how you doing today? Can I do some multiplayer? No, because I cannot stand multiplayer. If I did multiplayer, I'd go back smoking, and that's something I don't want to do. Although I did hear that multiplayer at FS17 will be FS19 will be slightly better because permabans will be a thing. Oh yes, permabans. Or somebody coming on the stream trying to troll and then me number one ignoring him, then saying, "Yeah, dude, you're just bad at trolling. You just please go away." But no, I just don't like multiplayer in general. It just annoys me. What are you doing today on the map? Farming! I'm making hay, because reasons. Also, there's canola to be harvested. I might do a bit of that later on. Who's trolling? Oh, the troll's run off because he's failed horrifically. And trolled himself in the end, but... You know, it's just funny watching them fail. No Foxtrotting, unlikely until probably the week after next. Next week is going to be Gamescom for Giants. Sometimes my trolling is good. Sometimes. Most of the time it's good. Most of the time my trolling is perfect. And amazing and beautiful and delicious and tasty. And did I do the thingy in the field with the... I did do the thingy in the field with the... See that running. What do I prefer, John Deere case? Case! You've been watching the videos. FS19 looks amazing. I'm genuinely impressed. Like, I had some doubts about the map because, with all due respect to Giants, because I know how they have to make the maps, I wasn't expecting very good maps. No, Sim, that was the best one. Because it actually took you a bit of time to realize that I'd gone and shot your tires out. And the time that I flipped your bike upside down. That was kind of, that was an impressive level of troll. But the weakness of Giants maps historically has been the way they have to make them, because they have to fit all of the equipment onto the map, and it all has to work, and it all has to be able to get around. So with mod maps, you're kind of aiming at a size of equipment. Hey, Pain. But Giants maps, they have to allow for everybody to use everything. And that's why there's kind of the Giant style of map, which is really big, open, and kind of at times flat. And can fall flat. I applaud Giants for making maps the way they do so that everybody can use everything, but it's not something that I enjoy playing on personally, generally speaking. But it looks like the European map. It looks really fun. GG, Sim. GG. This is just launching. This is kind of hilarious, actually. I should maybe slow down to a bit more realistic speed for baling hay. It'd be... Like, with the amount of hay we're getting here, it'd be this kind of speed, 5 or 6 kilometers an hour. Hey, Stan. That European map should keep us going for a bit, yeah. Go slower. See, if I go much slower, it's going to start hurting my foot because it's really kind of an awkward angle that I need to go at. True tractor speeds here right now. I'm doing good, Stan. How you doing? Three miles an hour, DJ? No, I'm going 2 kilometers an hour. That's about 1.5 miles per hour. Actually, it's less than 1.5 miles an hour. It is 5/8 is 625. 6 and 6 is 12. It's 1.7 miles an hour. Oh, sorry, 1 1.3 miles per hour. Bit of a shoot. We're going. You would be faster if you were pushing it, DJ. Even with the PTO engaged, you would probably be faster pushing it. Since when am I realistic? I do actually play realistically, Jack. It's just that I tend to read chat and do things that I think are funny as well. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just threw the wheel and caught it. Oh, God. Dang it, CD. 40. Whoever made this baler. God dang it, Bob Saget. I'm blaming Daggerwin for this. This is Daggerwin's fault. He's gonna blame me for his horse being depressed in Oblivion. I'm gonna blame him for me running out of baling twine and farm sim. Alright, we're back going. We got the baling twine back in. Oh, why did the pickup raise? Blame Ericsson. Stan, I've not been clean shaven in like 4 years. Oh no, it's longer than 4 years. It's like 8 years since the last time I was properly clean shaven. It's not happening now. Definitely not as a joke, good lord, no. My head is spherical if I'm clean shaven. If you're enjoying the stream and the silliness and the fun, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well if you haven't done so already. And you can do some fantastic things like sharing the stream or whatever. You can follow me on Twitter and stuff. To maybe I forgot to tweet. I've just tweeted that the stream is live. 1 hour late as always. Just liked. Thank you very much, Dragons, guys. It does help the channel if you like videos and streams, by the way, guys. If you didn't already know. It's your baby. I need to trim mine. I know I said I'd do it yesterday, but I ended up just... what did I do yesterday that I didn't shave? Oh yeah, I was watching. I was either watching YouTube videos or reading stuff. So far today we've made over 50 bales. Yeah, 58 bales just so far today. What happened to all the 13 YouTubers like Scottish Gaming Guys, TCGG Rob? The only one of that crew still really going is Landy Kid, as far as I'm aware. Everybody else has quit, basically. Scottish Gaming Guys is now just those Scottish guys and they do car videos. TCGG Rob has said he was coming back like 17 different times and just not. Stocko Claus, who was the person that really got me into farm sim properly, he's gone as well. Although with Stocko it's mainly work reasons and stuff. But yeah, most of the guys from 13 are gone now. I'm technically one of the 13 guys as well, because I did start the very end of FS13, but I wouldn't really count myself as an FS13 YouTuber even back then. There we go. These fields are just gonna be jam full of bales. I think the best bet for right now is actually to ignore these two fields to get the dually. And please tell me this is the autoload version. It is fantastic. Hey Eric, how's it going? It's going good. Let's get this thing in work position. And let's start collecting up the bales. Because, yeah, we've got a lot of bales to collect. We've got, you know, at least 2 trailer loads. FS15 was your first? Late to the party, James. 13 was my first. Way back in the day. Lots of 15 guys still there. Yeah. Auto load, yeah, because it's just more efficient. I could stack these manually, but it's just faster and easier to do auto load. You guys have seen me stacking manually. If you go back through the Gwenddwr streams, you'll see me stacking these things up manually and doing it actually quite well. And not having a tilty trailer. Why is it tilting into the turn? It should... Surely it should be trying to go the other way because of centrifugal force. Or centripetal force, even. First YouTube game was Pokemon Yellow. Back in 2010. On a different channel. And I think I got rid of all those videos anyway. This actually makes it look like I know what I'm doing. Stop. There we go, we're in profit already. Stacking bales apart. Forestry is the worst. I cannot stand forestry. I know why it's in the game. I accept that it's in the game, it's just not something I find fun. And you're never going to find everything in a game fun. You're always going to find something that's just like, no, please kill it. What do I think of the OS19 HUD? I think it's really good. There are a couple of small improvements that I would personally make to it. Because there's some stuff that it's just very difficult to see. Remember Dave as well from OS15? You wish they? Who's they? There was only one person who worked on Dave as well, and that was Tom X55, who has been quite busy doing real life work and things. He's been busy farming. So he's kind of had more important things to do than working on a map for Farm Sim, unfortunately. Well, I don't know if it's unfortunate or not, honestly. But he's been doing more important things like making money. Hey, do you remember when I said that, oh, we've got like 2 trailer loads of hay? Yeah. Turns out I was right. Hey, Duck Kenny. Corey Curley and Tim Elbenham tested and giving ideas. I don't know who's doing what with that, quite honestly. Is this just gonna say sold bales constantly for like the next 20 minutes? Hello, Twitchy. Oh no, that was the last of that lot. Let's kick it off again. We're up to 12,363 euro pound dollars. Riverside map from Pro Farm and official DLC for 2011. Best map in my opinion was Hagenstedt. That was just... I think that was just Giants managing to absolutely nail everything they wanted to do for a map. Because it felt really lifelike. And I think actually the European map for FS19 looks like it might one-up Hagenstedt. Which could be very interesting. Best map ever for Farm Sim is Shamrock Valley, though. I say that knowing full well you guys can't even look at it right well. You can look at the stream I did or the first look, but knowing that you guys can't hop on it right now and see how good it is. But it's just oh my god, it's gonna be worth the wait. I'll tell you that much. Those of us that are lucky enough to have it can tell you that holy crap is it so different to anything you've seen before. You can tell this field hasn't been mowed before because it's just not producing. Don't see what... Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, Hagenstedt should die, and I hope it does in 19. And I really think the Giants are making modding a bit more convoluted to try and... Not hard limit how many converts, but to try and reduce the amount of really bad, dodgy converts that come out. Which is something that a lot of people have been calling for, myself and Landy included, and I applaud Giants for doing that, because, one, it'll, you know, scare off some modders, and that's inevitable. It's maybe the modders who didn't really know what they were doing in the first place. You'd love a Riverside converted. You don't want any maps converted from like FS11 or, well, FS15 or before, really. That's why Oxy and Bill are letting their old FS15 maps go to sleep. And yeah, they're gonna make the bad converts hilariously obvious. Sure, it's making things more convoluted for the guys who do know what they're doing. But it does mean that they'll make even better mods, so... It's kind of a half of one, six, or 6 of one, half dozen of the other situation there. Pretty sure I screwed up that saying. Oakfield will look nice in FS19. This map, I don't know if Oakfield's gonna get converted as you know it. Oxy tends to, when he's converting stuff, kind of do rebuilds. So even if Oakfield gets converted, it might look quite different. Which, that's never a bad thing, is... You know, putting a new coat of paint on an old map like that, and rebuilding it to modern standards is always a good thing. Hello, Liam. He's not going to change how the map feels, Bucko, because it is a DEM, but he's going to probably change how certain things work if he does convert it over. I think he did, and I think like there were a couple of kind of like, why do people want Chellington? Is it just to troll Landy? Because I always feel like people wanting Chellington is literally just to troll Landy. I prefer to see, like, just Shamrock Valley coming over, because at least that's built... I guess Oakfield as well. They're both built to 17 standards, so they'll be a lot easier to convert over and a lot... kind of more optimized. The others were all converted up and have issues to begin with, and converting again might cause more issues and pain and trouble. Some of the models would almost definitely need to be swapped out. Convert Spring Hill. No, don't convert Spring Hill. Let that map die too. Good lord. Let dead maps be dead. Spring Hill's already some sort of weird zombie. Let it die, for goodness sake. Like even Coldbra, I love Coldbra, but the version of Coldbra that we have now is some sort of weird zombie, and even Bullet Bill will probably admit that. So he's letting the current version, which is the FS13 version effectively, albeit heavily tweaked and double converted, he's letting that die in 19. That's not coming up. I mean, there is going to be a Coldbra in FS19, but it'll be a brand new one, started from scratch. That's, I think, what is best for the map and for Bullet Bill. Yeah, I think if Spring Hill was made by anybody but NI modding, it would have been long dead. Plus, if you want to really annoy Landy, convince Oxy to convert Chellington. Because that'll really annoy Landy. Like, that will actually throw Landy into a full-on rage. He hates Chellington. With a passion. It's hilarious. I mean, I'm not... I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of Chellington either. But, Landy's just really, really not a fan. He actually likes Sosnovka. Giants won't convert Sosnovka. They've already kind of decided what maps are going into 19, so Sosnovka's not one of them, thank goodness. Chellington's second most popular map because it was one of the first. Why does Landy hate Chellington? Because it's honestly not good. It's the same reason I don't like it. It's like Oxy can make so many better maps now that Chellington just looks bad by comparison. It looks very baby's first map kind of thing. And it was Oxy's first map, to be fair. But compare Chellington to the likes of Oakfield, and there's a vast difference in quality. Which shows just how quickly you can learn. If you go back and look on FSUK to when Chellington was released, wasn't that long ago. But Oxy's learned so much in the meantime that it just looks, even by Oxy's own standards, it looks bad. It's not what he's capable of. If he rebuilds Chellington, he'd have to start from scratch and do a major overhaul of that map. Oakfield and Cobra. I'm looking forward to 19's Cobra. That's something that is going to be cool. It's quite a ways off. But it's definitely going to be cool to see Cobra kind of reimagined, I guess. Even though it's a real farm, it's going to be Cobra redone properly. With all the knowledge Bullet Bill now has, and all the experience Bullet Bill now has. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, there's a like button, you can hit it. There's a subscribe button, you can hit that if you haven't done so yet. And there's a throw bananas at Dave button if you're really lucky. And you can probably hit that if it even exists. Just subscribe. Well, thank you very much, Ross, for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Cobra 19 is going to be amazing. It really is. That's, I think of all the 19 stuff that's been announced so far, Cobra's the thing I'm most excited about. Especially looking at, like, what Giants are able to do, and knowing that Bullet Bill prides himself on blasting the Giants maps out of the water. It's going to be interesting to see how he does it. I don't know if that button even worked. Probably didn't. Jen should try. It wouldn't. Yeah, like VF said, courseplay on consoles is not something that would work. Mainly because there aren't any keybinds available. Oxy or Bullet Bill? What is the question about, Joe? Because here's the thing, I've got messages on Facebook and Discord and everywhere saying, oh, Oxy's done or Bullet Bill's done a really good job with Shamrock Valley, and I've had to reply, no, that's not Bullet Bill's map, it's Oxy's. They both have very kind of similar styles at times, and they're both of similar abilities, so if you're asking which is my favorite, can't pick. Bullet Bill makes... I think Cobra is one of the best British maps there ever was, and possibly ever will be. And I think Shamrock Valley is the best Irish map well, I know Shamrock Valley is the best Irish map I've ever seen. So... like, I'm not exactly gonna pick one or the other. And both of them put this insane amount of detail into the maps. And by the way, guys, if you want to help Bullet Bill out real quick for free, there's a way you can do it. If you haven't already rated Lono on the mod hub, give it 5 stars if you enjoy it. And do the same with all Bullet Bill's maps. If you really enjoy them, give them 5 stars. He's been suffering from down-rating trolls. So, let's get the Angel Brigade in. Let's deploy the Angel Brigade and get the average rating back up again, huh? Somebody needs to bring out a nice set of cane trailers for Shamrock. It'd look great behind the TM. There probably won't be any cane trailers brought out, but it'd be nice. And Oxy's maps as well, yeah. Frontier maps in general. How about we say that? Get those, get them on the up and up. Because they don't deserve to be anything less than 4 stars. Shamrock, there are parts of it based on UK and Scottish farms, I'll be honest. But, it does have a very Irish feel when you're on it. Especially if you choose the right equipment. When you see the equipment I have and the way that I'm going to be playing that map, it'll be very Irish. Heron trailers will be just as good, yeah. Smith Super Cubes as well if you want to go a bit bigger. Basically anything by CD. CD models, 4D modding. Would be good for an Irish vibe. Hello, Agrivids. Who made the Red Rock? That was CD models. The Red Rocks I don't like. I don't like how slow the animations are in the Red Rocks. I like them, but the animations are just... I don't want to wait 2 weeks for the damn thing to unload, thanks. The Browns, yeah. CD Model's Irish, yes he is. I think he's from Kildare, I want to say. That, by the way, is why I don't use the Red Rocks ever, is the animations are just too slow for me. They annoy me. So we almost got the wind drawing done. Next up is the baling. Why has somebody sent me a message on Discord? Hello, Hectic Daz, and Let's Play Simulator. Red Rock traders tend to be pretty slow at tipping in real life too. Are they? By the way, did I just abandon the baler with nothing on the front? Because if I did, then the case is getting it. Ah, screwed. Nope, 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 nope. Oh no, the Ford's still on the baler. That is fine. So off we go to pick up more bales. Or to make more bales even. The cup of noodle thing that I had for my breakfast is really repeating on me now. And I regret having it. See you, BF. '90s and '82s would be amazing for Ireland. Yeah. They're dodgy to close. Oh, so the Red... Okay. So my complaint about the Red Rocks is actually a real complaint that people have about Red Rocks. That they just tip way too slowly. Noodles for breakfast. Well, fun bit of insight. When I hit the live button, I was still eating my breakfast. Because I woke up quite late today and got out of bed a bit late. I was still legitimately having food and having my breakfast when I started the stream up. Used to silage canes all the way. I very rarely see cane trailers. Hello George, how are you doing today? No breakfast, noodles for supper. Lunch. Lunchy dinner, kind of a snacky thing. Because I'll be having like a proper dinner probably not too long after the stream ends. Probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I'm doing good. Thank you very much for asking. Trying to keep track of like 6 things at once and it's not working. I think canes are great. Canes are great. Like I love how they look. It's just that I don't see them much. And I'm kind of glad nobody converted the NI modding ones and tried to release them publicly. You converted? Ah, I just as I say, I'm kind of glad nobody converted them. Yeah, I know people converted them, but there's no real public releases. That's probably for the best because the NI canes need. They'd need a lot of love to get them up to FS17 standards properly. Like I feel like they'd basically need a reskin, complete reskin from scratch. And that's not exactly easy. Every New Holland is very Irish. This is true. Spoiler alert, I do not have a New Holland on Shamrock Valley. I do, however, because I have my starter equipment picked. And I've been doing some kind of pre-recording work. Changed the fill planes dynamic. Oh, that's another thing that needed to be done to them, yeah. But I'm doing some pre-record work on Shamrock Valley. Actually, oh, I'm not going to record today because I actually need to keep going with the pre-record. But yeah, there's no New Hollands for me on Shamrock Valley. There is something blue, however. So I do have a Ford, and it is not a T-dub. So yeah, let you guys stew and wonder what Ford I could possibly have. So I'm not gonna say. Hopefully a rusty one, says Jack. Why do you hope it's rusty? Simulate, I think you might have your caps lock button on. Why not get a Landini? That's because there's no good Landini mods. Is that reason enough? I don't like any of the Landini mods I've ever seen. I put it in my live stream film, didn't I? Maybe I changed the tractor I'm using though. Maybe I found another Ford that I liked. Hmm? A real old Zetter 5611 in blue. I think Shy's tutorials, Dusty, have helped a lot of people out of some weird situations. Shy tends to find the weird situations that happen in GE and make a tutorial about it. Which reminds me, I actually need to follow a couple of your tutorials in the near future, Shy. Once I get the final version of Shamrock, the public download version, I should say, I'm gonna put the grazing mod in because it. Yeah, I don't like the fact that sheep, you need to feed them grass when they're in a meadow, and cows you have to feed them grass when they're in the meadow, and it makes no sense because they're in the meadow. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. I do not like I do not like it. It is not a nice feeling. I do not like it. I do not appreciate it. They're actually realistic, unlike buying them straight out of the factory. It looks like it's been used. What about Jack? We'll say with this T-Dub. I'm using seasons built in. I will be using seasons, yes. But one thing I do like about these T-Dubs, and here's the way that I think about it. These T-Dubs, Matt's T-Dubs, they do look brand new, yes. However, did it not occur to you that maybe, just maybe, the T-Dubs are restored? Grazing is built in. Is it built in? I've always had it where it wasn't. Do I have like an old version of Seasons somehow? Grazing mod should be part of the game. I'm 110% in agreement with you, Ernie. Hello, Mr. Bunny. Oh, dang it, Daggerwin. Mr. Bunny, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoyed today. Look what Daggerwin's done to me. You'd like an option that you can buy it used or new. I mean, it'd be nice, but I always count. I always count mods like this as just being restored. TW15? How convenient. Lovely proportions, perfect size, fits any map. You've won 115 in-game hours on Oakfield. Say that to Matt XJS's face, Liam, and see how much he hates his own T-Dubs. He genuinely thinks they're terrible. Means all my tractors are restored. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense, but that's the way I view it, at least. Or they've been, like, lovingly tended to. Yeah, Chris was there and he said, which time, Chris? He said it like a million times. He hates his own. He hates the T-Dubs. Though to be fair, Matt is a very much perfectionist, so with all the teeny tiny problems there are with these, he sees them and they explode into his head, and That's all he can see of them. And I can understand that. Come on, get off the back of the... There we go. I'm not sure if grazing is built into Season Sim. Great demand for straw pellets, which we don't have. Very few forward mods, yeah! Is grazing built into Shamrock? No. Shamrock is script free as far as I'm aware. Other than Seasons, which I guess technically isn't script free. The PC and console versions are basically identical. In that there's no script running other than Seasons. And that's it. Most 4 mods are based off Matt's T-dubs. Pretty much, yeah. And then you got the second gang of Ford mods that are based off the in-game set, or 8310 or 8410. Is it the 8410 or 8240? What's the in-game Ford again? I would appear to have misplaced it. The 8340 even. So this is, I think, the second to last field that we need to bail, maybe? Oh no, it's the last field we need to bail. You wouldn't call me a careful owner? Why not? I'm very careful at being careless. You drove an 8340 back in the 90s. Very nice tractor. People still use them today in Ireland, or not necessarily in Ireland, but around me. Still very much in use. Mainly because farms here, and this is the reason Irish farms tend to have old equipment, are broke. There is no money in farming. That's why farms, if they have a combine, it's from the 60s, maybe the 70s or 80s. It's why contracting is so viable in Ireland. It's why all of these things happen. Every farm in Ireland is flat broke or in debt. Starting to sound like your old boy. What do you mean, Josh? Took 5 minutes to get the wrecked gearbox to go forward to reverse. That sounds about right. Hey, Django. We good? I'm good. Hello, Doth, the man of many names. The auto-load truck land he uses? That's part of the legal pack from FSUK, Reese. He always chats about no money in farming. Because there is no money in farming! That's the thing, farming is a necessary thing, but there's no money in it. Farmers tend to do it now for the love of farming. And maybe because they don't know anything else, and they maybe couldn't get a job doing anything else. That's the sad, realistic truth of the matter. That's why industrial farming is becoming a thing. It is for 600 cows. I guarantee you there's not much of a profit there, Poco. Especially not this year. People are beginning to start upgrading. Probably because the grants have increased. Come on, get off the baler. Baler can stand there. And we need to grab... What do we need to grab? We need to grab the auto trailer so that we can sell our bales. And then we can... This is going to be solid, isn't it? God dang it, Bob Saget! Where'd I put the trailer? Who's Bob Saget? I have no idea. Hey, Landy. If I'll be late, you're not at lunch yet. That's fine, I was a bit late myself, so... Theme of the day! Gardener is milking 600 cows. They don't even spread their own manure. All they do themselves is fodder. They're 100% reliant on contractors. Yeah, that means that they're making their money by not owning tractors. If they had their own machinery, then they'd be not making much of a profit. They're actually making profits by not owning tractors. Because there's no upkeep costs. Hello, Agrivids. You were here earlier, Agrivids. I distinctly remember you trying to troll and failing. Because you tried to make me angry by saying up Kilkenny. There's a bale hidden in here somewhere. Or not, okay. No mods today, no mods until probably the week after next, honestly. Seems like all of Giants is actually going to Gamescom, which is a bit of a surprise. I would have thought they'd get some back to do FS19 testing. No point in owning big fleets for a small farm. 600 cows is not small. 600 cows is quite an industrial scale of like dairy farming. How are they dealing with the fodder crisis? How does that affect Shamrock testing if they're all at Gamescom? Very simply, there's no testing. There's no Giants testing going on probably next week. Hello, the gaming cube. So next mods we'll see will likely be the week after next. And the next real update on what is and isn't in testing will be the week after next. They have thousands of acres leased? They're leasing all of their land. Ah, this is the one that had the bale in it. Look at the bale hiding, thinking it was being smart. What was that I just did? What do you mean this? Laser vision mode. F4 from the... If you press F4 with the dev tools turned on, you can see wireframes. Which is really helpful if you're testing optimization of a map. That's what I did to test optimization in some parts of Letton, was throw on F4 mode and just see when Landy City had issues with frame rates in an area. I'd throw on that mode and just see what was lighting up. So is there anything here that is a model I know is not very well optimized? Possibly that shed, actually. Oh, that shed's really well optimized. Ah, not necessarily that. Oh, what the hell? The D1000 lights up like a Christmas tree. You can see all the detail work in here that might be regarded as unnecessary by some. Yeah, it shows up every polygon in the model. The trees also do it, by the way. They light up like Christmas trees. The chickens are surprisingly high poly, seeing as you can clearly see they're chickens. What else around here lights up like a Christmas tree? This little mower does, actually. You can see everything on the map. Oh, that's quite bright. You can see everything on the map using this mode. And even the crops kind of show up. Not much, because they're just sticks as far as the game sees them. And it's really good for testing optimization of maps, because models that are badly made and badly optimized will just completely shine. And you can clearly see what they are. Hello, Leaky. Big hole get fixed in Letton? I don't know yet. Hello, LOL 200 as well. Don't need to tag me, dude. If I'm not looking at chat, I don't see messages. As soon as I see chat, well, as soon as I look at chat, I read the entire thing and see if there's anything I need to respond to. Or I want to respond to, I think is a better way of putting it. Don't worry, don't worry. I know people, I know there's some people out there who only ever read chat when they're tagged, so it's fine. Hello, Eric. How's it going, dude? Just subscribe. Well, thank you very much, LOL200, for the subarena. Welcome to the RainbowDave meta. What happened to everybody who subbed today? Did YouTube do a little purge? Because I distinctly remember being on 8615. Or were they troll accounts? I think they might have been troll accounts that failed to get their names on screen, so they threw a hissy fit and unsubscribed. Aww. What do I think of Mark Armstrong's singing rig? I have no opinion because I don't watch Mark Armstrong. You're really confused? How do you highlight words or names like with the red background? By tagging... Like, if somebody tags you, then you get the red background. It highlights it. So somebody wants to tag Jim's house real quick, so that you can see. I swear there's... Oh, there's the bell. And that's all the bales collected, at least. So Yanis and LOL200 should both have your name in red because of the tags. Really nice way of getting things to YouTube to download something again. Yeah, I think it might have been a mini purge. It's always interesting to see that happening. How many subs does Mark have? I don't know. I don't keep track of anybody's subs but my own, frankly. Well, people are just unsubscribing. GG. Either that or we're actually watching a purge live on stream, which is kind of interesting. So that's that done. If you are enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. 79k. Fair play to him. How do we donate to the stream? There's a PayPal link in the description. That's the best way. Or you can send a super chat. If you send a super chat, YouTube takes like half of it, though. There should at least be a PayPal link. It might be that. It might say like Streamlabs, whatever. That's the PayPal link. Because it goes straight into my PayPal, and it's super helpful because I get the vast majority of that money. Do I think the Modern Classics equivalent will be in-game machines in 19 since JCB DLC was in-game in 17? I can answer that actually as fully as I possibly can because I was, we were talking to Matt about this in TeamSpeak the other day. And the simple answer is literally nobody knows, Jack. It's not going to be in-game equipment. There's going to be maybe 1 or 2 bits that Giants whip and put in-game, but the DLC as a whole will not be. I've heard rumors and whispers that 1 or 2 things from the classics will be in. But like releasing it as a mod is a possibility for Matt if he chats up Giants nicely and is nice to them. But yeah, there's no real yes/no answer there. Other than like it's not going to be base game for sure. What do I think of Modern Classics? I think it's honestly like for the price Giants are charging. I know they've registered as a mod because they didn't want to. I don't know why they registered as mod actually. I guess they didn't. They wanted to try and distance themselves from it in case people hated it. My guess at least. But I think it is for the money you pay for it, €5. It is spectacular value for money. Because the quality is, as I would honestly expect from Matt, really high. And it's just machinery that I like. It's machinery that I'd use a lot more than, you know, the big butt equipment or the stuff from Platinum. It's machinery that I'd use on a much more regular basis. That said, the Coon pack as well, the Coon DLC is very good because again, that's machinery of the size that I like. Now obviously I do own all the DLCs. Bought them all. But of all of them, my favorite is Modern Classics. It's got stuff that I just use the most. And that I feel the most comfortable with. Coon is a very close second. When's the next Air stream? I don't know. What's the biggest donation I've ever had? I think, Joe, I can't remember 100%. I think it might have been like $150 or something like that. Or $100, but back when I started streaming. Somebody said, oh, I've sent you something small, and I looked at my PayPal, it was like $150. I'm like, what the hell? That's not small. Again, Brendan. The person that sent that doesn't come to the streams anymore, and it makes me sad. I miss them. Hello, Brighton Pearson. Liam Maher with the €10 donation saying, thanks, Dave. Thank you very much, Liam. That is incredibly generous, very helpful as well. And very, very much appreciated. Whatever happened to Mark DuPont? He's working on riverboats now in Toronto. Like, he drives riverboats. So he's quite busy. And with it being the summer, I think he's out in the islands as well, because he moves his houseboat to an island. What happened to my Patreon backer? Unfortunately, and I kind of figured this was the case, I actually need to add the current Patreon backer, which I keep forgetting to do, to the descriptions. Unfortunately, that one backer was a fake. They back people with like $50, $50, and they either have a fake credit card number somehow, or just cancel stuff before anything comes out, because every time the thing came around, it was like, yeah, no, declined. If you could afford to give me a donation, you would. I would almost prefer people donate to charity before me, like, quite honestly. But the donations do very much help. Because they, number one, allow me to get Farm Sim 19, which I should be getting payment from YouTube presently, actually, over the next few days, probably Monday. And I'm going to set that aside entirely for FS19, should I need to, and I'll have that money set aside. And after Gamescom, I'll be sending Giants an email, because there's something I need to ask. Charity starts at home. For all the times you've watched the stream, €10 the least you could donate. Well, the least you could donate was €0, but, so €10 is a really quite big amount. It is, for reference, about, and I'm not going to give an exact amount, it's about a quarter of what I've made from ad revenue and everything, including sponsors and super chats this month. Just as a show of how little money I actually do make from YouTube, €10 is huge. Why would anybody go to bother to set all that up to troll someone? Because trolls are idiots. I know, by the way, that I'm a troll, but I at least troll in smart ways. Like turning Simulate's chat against him. And calling Daggerwind's horse in Oblivion Depresso the magical wonder horse. I troll in subtle ways. I make millions I wish. Mr. I've got €1,000,000 from the DLC. The Pepsi Max sponsorship. Could you imagine that? Me just sat with a load of Pepsi posters behind me? It's like, drink Pepsi! I'm totally not sponsored by Pepsi! Pepsi! For all of your Pepsi needs! Can't believe Pepsi didn't call me after that. If Sim's here, he's gonna laugh at this. Maybe I could get sponsorship from G Fuel. Do you reckon G Fuel would sponsor me? If, like, I had this really big like 5 shelves of G Fuel behind me and just claimed I was sponsored by G Fuel all the time. Do you reckon they'd sponsor me then? Or would they only do it if I, like, bought myself 100,000 subscribers? I've just noticed, by the way. When was the stream at Daggerman's Horse? It was on his extra channel. So maybe you didn't see it. But yeah, and it was actually in between streams that I named it. It was after his first Oblivion stream. But he did start complaining when I arrived that I did name his horse Depresso. Well, I mean, I did actually add the bit at the end, you know, the magical wonder horse. Which I feel counters the Depresso nicely. Those of you that think Daggerman doesn't have a sense of humor are stunned right now. Or think that I hate Daggerman or something. I'm sure I've just stunned somebody into silence. Because there is that thing where people think, oh, Daggerman's just some sort of weird, you know, video robot that makes farm sim videos that has no sense of humor and everybody hates him. Llamas with hats. Llamas with hats. What? Ask Lewis Hamilton for sponsorship. There's a saying that Sim has that comes to mind that I can't say on stream. Something about pooping in my hands and clapping. I think that's it, Ernie. I think it's a case of he feels like he's stuck in a rut when it comes to like farm sim and stuff. Because he basically his subs want him to make one video ever, and it's the same video over and over and over and over and over again. And like, no. Ask Frontier Design for sponsorship. I do as well on that, because like, you look at the comments of his videos and they're like, I didn't like this one, I preferred the one that you made where you did this, do that again. It's like, no, because he wants to do different things. He's trying to do things that are made that he finds fun in farm sim now. And people are just jumping on him for it. And like, oh my god, leave the poor guy alone. That's why I'm really glad that I've got a small channel at times. You guys, you know, we got a community, we got the jokes that keep going on with the, you know, the hydrochloric acid jokes, the, you know, stuff like that. It's a community. Daggerman's channel is just a bunch of very angry people who shout at him when he does something they don't like. I would guess his channel base is very young, Matt. Yeah. You're not supposed to have an account, actually. Yeah, at under 13s, they're not supposed to have a YouTube account. But then again, YouTube Gaming's changed the entire face of YouTube, because now YouTube has to be suitable for a 3-year-old at all times. You're not allowed to say the word butts. Whoops. There goes my advertising. Here's a legitimate thing. One of the words that if it's in a title of a video will get it demonetized is flip. F-L-I-P. That is somehow not suitable for advertisers. You're never too old to play Farm Sim, Liam. You can be too old to get angry about people doing things you don't like. And I like to think that the majority of my subs are of the age where they're too old to get angry at somebody playing the game in a way that's different. Especially the way that I play. But you're never too old to play any game. That is legitimately something that got flagged up by one of the 1,000,001 different resources that are available. You know, possibly, Darth. That's like, this is how ridiculous YouTube has got that the word flip is actually flagged up as maybe not being suitable for advertisers. What? What if I flip a tractor over and I said, oops, I flipped it? You know, in the title, it's like, oh, flip a tractor. Tractor flip. Is that... Do I then get demonetized? Do I need to think about every single word that I put into a title because one of them might not be suitable for advertisers? Like, I've not had a video demonetized in goodness knows how long now, which is great. But it's always a concern. Even with stream titles and descriptions. Yeah, like... That's the sit... I'm not gonna go on a YouTube rant. It's too easy to go on YouTube rants about how stupid YouTube is with stuff. Hate when channels get sponsored by Fortnite. I hate Fortnite. I keep getting Fortnite ads. I'm like, no, go away. Leave me alone. I don't want to play that game. Stop advertising to me. I'm not your target audience because I actually have a brain. YouTube got 200 of that. Yeah, that's the way YouTube works. Air hauler rant? I don't actually have a rant about air hauler. Landy does, I don't. I really like air hauler. Other than the fact that like it sucks up my entire life now. But yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about air hauler. I really like it. I think it gives flights in FSX a bit more meaning than just I want to fly from here to here today. You know, there's a goal that you're working towards and there's rewards and stuff. It's yeah. I think one of the better paywares for FSX. Yeah, when you guys remember the YouTube is free, or you think it's free, remember that the people that you watch are actually paying for YouTube for you guys. Because they take so much of what you send us. Whether it's through Super Chats or whatever. I'm playing Microsoft. Yeah. But to be fair, Darth, it's a game that I can play silently. At night. Or quietly at least. My joystick is far from silent. But it's a game I can play quietly and just kind of sit back and relax. I mean, I flew from Farnborough to Switzerland last night. And that was like a 3 or 4 hour flight. I just sat back on autopilot, just dealing with the radios and comms for the entire thing. And once I get into airliners and start really learning airliners, no, that was in the Piper. Once I start learning airliners and bigger planes that I can really do proper IFR with SIDS and stars, I'll probably start flying on VATSIM. Even though the majority of Europe will be shut down by the time I usually get on flight sim. Am I going to play Gorse Farm? I've never heard of that map before, kid. And I might, but like the immediate future is, for me at least, Shamrock Valley. That's pretty much all I got planned for the remainder of FS17. By the way, guys, let me know when Landy actually finally goes live. Although I might just end the stream in a second anyway. I know about Friday Night Upstart, but I want to actually, at the beginning anyway, I'd prefer to go Unicom or low traffic ATC. I don't want to go straight into events. Hey, sitting here. Long time no see. But yeah, I don't want to go straight into like Friday Night Ops or a big event in VATSIM. I'd prefer to go Unicom flights or low traffic ATC, just so that I can get used to the service and to the system and to how things work on VATSIM, and then I'll start, once I'm a bit more experienced, getting into event airspace and more heavily trafficked airspace. Landy is live. Can I have confirmation from somebody else, or my emails would be nice? Nothing in my emails just yet. Landy Kid has gone live, yes. Denver, I'll probably be flying primarily in Europe, Darth. So I will end the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Gwenddwr. Like I said, hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like and subscribe and share. Well, don't share now because it's a bit late, but you could have. You can hit share tomorrow. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.